In DNA-based information technologies today, we will talk about yeast artificial chromosomes. So, what are yeast artificial chromosomes? Yeast artificial chromosomes or YAC are genetically engineered chromosomes. They are derived from the DNA of yeast Saccharomyces cerevisiae, which are then ligated into a bacterial plasmid. Yeast can carry a DNA insert of up to 200 kb, and YAC are also used for cloning inside the eukaryotic cells. These also act as the eukaryotic chromosomes inside the host eukaryotic cells. YAC can also use yeast and bacterial cell as a host, so YAC behave as a shuttle vector. Let's see what are the features of YAC. YAC have an origin of replication for yeast and bacteria. You must be wondering why it has a ori in bacteria. Actually, yeast artificial chromosomes are designed in such a manner that it could work like a shuttle between yeast and bacteria, so that's why it has bacterial origin of replication as well. YAC also have centromeric sequences. Centromeric sequences are actually essential for it to propagate inside the eukaryotic cell, and they also have multiple cloning site. Multiple cloning site is actually the basic feature of a cloning vector. A cloning vector should have multiple cloning sites. And they also have selectable marker for bacteria and selectable marker for gene and selectable marker helpers to allow for the selection of transformed cells. Yeast artificial chromosomes also have telomeric sequences. Telomeric sequences are important for the stability of any chromosome in eukaryotic cell. So let's see how we can construct a yeast artificial chromosome. Here you can see it is our YAC vector. First we cut the YAC vector at BAM-H1 sequences and it remove a large DNA fragment flanking the region of telomeres, and our circular vector becomes linearized. Then again we restrict it with EcoR1 restriction enzyme at the cloning site. EcoR1 digestion then create two arms. The left arm has selectable marker X while the right arm has selectable marker Y. Next we transfer our foreign DNA insert here. So our genomic DNA fragments are generated by the light digestion of EcoR1. Then DNA ligase enzyme helps to ligate our foreign DNA into the YAC vector. Now it becomes recombinant YAC vector. Actually here we can insert gene of interest ranging from several kbs to several mbs. And that is the biggest advantage of using yeast artificial chromosome because it has a huge carrying capacity. After forming YAC recombinant vector, what we will do? We will transform our YAC recombinant vector into the yeast cell. As yeast cell have cell wall, so enzymatic digestion help us to remove the cell wall of yeast cell and they form into yeast saproplasm. So we transfer this YAC recombinant vector into the yeast saproplasm by the process of electroporation. In electroporation, we will provide electric field to our culture. In electroporation, what actually happens? Electric pulse create a pores in the cell membrane and DNA easily taken up by the cell. When electric pulse removed, the pores in the membrane becomes closed. So after transformation, we select the cells for X and Y selectable marker and the recombinant one will propagate the insert of our. So how we will do transformation screening? We actually grow our bacterial culture in the form of colonies on agar plate. Next day, when you see the colonies, you will find the recombinant colonies should be in red color because YAC is designed in such a manner that it has a sub4 gene as a screenable marker in this multiple cloning site. So when you clone your gene of interest in multiple cloning site, it will disrupt the sub4 gene, and now sub4 gene cannot anymore suppress the red color of the yeast colonies, and that's why the recombinant colonies all are in red color. There are also various advantages and drawbacks of yeast artificial chromosome. YAC are specially designed to make genomic DNA libraries, and they are also used for making transgenic mouse model. But they are very hard to handle and hard to propagate in the cell, and they always get fragmented. Because of these disadvantages, people stop using YAC as a preferable vector and they switch to the bacterial artificial chromosome in order to have a very high capacity vector. So it's all about yeast artificial chromosomes.